Oh my god, you smell so good.
Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. In today's episode, I'm going to be trying out the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation, plus the primer, and also the new Fenty Beauty Brow Pencil. It's going to be all Fenty Beauty today. So not too long ago, Rihanna released a new foundation for her Fenty Beauty line, a hydrating foundation, because the other one was a matte formula. So now we have something for the drier skin types, or normal to drier skin, I should say. This is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. There's 50 shades and it's the same shade range as the Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This foundation has a medium to full coverage, it's long wearing, it's hydrating, and it smooths out the skin, giving it a natural finish. This foundation also claims to be sweat and humidity resistant. Ooh. I'm interested to see if this is going to be true because I am in Singapore, so it gets really, really humid here and I sweat a lot. So this is going to be the ultimate test. Generally, I would opt for the soft matte foundation only because it's matte and I know it's long wearing. It works really well for my skin. I have more of like a normal to like combination skin type. I have an oily T-zone and the other areas of my face are generally like normal. So let's see, can this foundation really be hydrating but also withstand sweat and humidity? We shall find out. Okay, let's get started. Now, I don't have anything on my skin just yet, so I'm just going to quickly prep my skin because I feel like skincare is just so important to get that long-lasting base. If you prep your skin well, your makeup's gonna look a lot better and your skin is going to love you for it. So I've already cleansed my face. I'm going to apply my essence. This is from Tatcha. Some people use like a cotton pad to apply it on. I get lazy and so I just literally like pour it on my skin. Ooh, it just dripped. Try not to waste it. I am going to just pat this in, and what this does is just helps to like whatever product I put on after, it helps that product to absorb better into my skin. Plus it helps to plump up my skin. Oh, I just dropped stuff. Plump up my skin and help soften it. Then I'm going to quickly pop on my serum. This one is from Dermalogica. It's the Biolumin-C serum. I am onto my third bottle of this. And I'm just going to apply a couple drops on my skin. What this does is helps to like fade any spots and hyperpigmentation. So whenever I get like pimples and it turns into a brown spot, I apply this all over those areas. It helps brighten up your skin as well, and it's an antioxidant, so it's just gonna be really good to protect your skin throughout the day from any free radical damages like pollution, smoke. So I'm just gonna pat that in. Focus on the areas where I get a bit more lines because this also helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I usually let that sit on my skin for a couple of minutes before applying moisturizer. The moisturizer I'm gonna use is from Olay. I just started using this one. The texture of this is really interesting because it's kind of like, it's like a whipped formula, so it feels a little bit whipped. It feels different. It feels very lightweight. Then comes eye cream. This is the Henriksen eye cream. I've almost reached the bottom of this one. I'm just gonna pat that in. Always let your skincare settle in first before applying makeup. If you can, if you're not in a rush. Some days I'm just like, slapping everything on, but generally if you have time, let your skincare absorb first and then move on to your foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with the hydrating primer. With this, I kind of like wonder why they didn't change the packaging of this because it looks really similar to the other primer. This morning I was like, which one's which? I'm just gonna focus on my cheek area, or like maybe like the perimeters of my face, and then for the T-zone or the center, I'm going to apply the soft matte primer because I have oily skins and I want the foundation to actually last. Straight away, I can feel that this primer is really hydrating, but then it also has this like smoothing effect. Oh, my skin feels nice. I kind of broke this pump on the soft matte one. So broken. Come on. The foundation shade I'm going to be using is 200 because that's what I currently use for the soft matte foundation. So the shade range is the same. So it's going to be really easy to find your shade if you already have this. I'm using the 110 foundation brush. This color is looking a little bit light, but if it does oxidize like the soft matte one, then it should pretty much blend in with my skin tone. Okay, so that's half my face done. You can see the coverage here. I would say it has the same coverage as the soft matte foundation. I actually thought this foundation would have a lot more glow to it, but as you can see, it has like a more natural sheen than like a super dewy finish. This is what the hydrating foundation looks like on my skin. I think it looks pretty good so far. It's covered the redness around my cheeks and the little red like cold sore mark that I had. I'm going to quickly conceal with the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. Then I'm going to powder with the Tarte Shape Tape Powder. So this is the MVP Brow. I keep dropping everything. So on one side you have the brow pencil and on the other is the brush. Now when I saw the MVP brow pencil, it reminded me of another brow pencil that I had from Miniso. And this is it. This is the Miniso one. It has the same brush as the Fenty one at the bottom. The Miniso one isn't like a skinny brow pencil, it's bigger. And obviously the Miniso one is a lot cheaper. It's not like an exact dupe, but if you like this sort of like bigger brow pencils, maybe you can try find this one. Anyways, I'm gonna fill in my brows with the Fenty one, and I'm using the shade Dark Brown. Now with these brow pencils, Rihanna came out with 14 shades, I believe, which is quite a lot for a brow pencil because generally a lot of brands have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 shades. So to have 14 is pretty impressive. I think the brush on this is interesting, but I think I prefer just like the spoolie end. That way I can kind of really brush into my brows. This one, I mean, I feel like it just is great for blending out your brow. Like if you want like a more like diffuse blended look, but if you're doing individual hair strokes, then this will just blur up all the lines. Brows are done and they're looking pretty good. I feel like it's pretty similar to my Precisely brow. Like I just compared the shape of the brow pencil and it's pretty much the same size. I guess their main selling point would be that they have 14 shades in their range. So if you say have like red hair and you find it really difficult to find an eyebrow pencil to suit your hair color or to complement it, Fenty will have something for you. Now I'm going to quickly finish off my makeup and then I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day, and I'm really going to put it to the test because I'm going to be out and about in the hot, humid weather. So we shall see if this base will last. Done with my makeup. I ended up doing this like purpley pink golden smoky eye. I shall wear this look for the rest of the day and keep you guys posted. I am back and it is 10 p.m. and I'm so tired. I've had my makeup on for 11 hours and I'm gonna give you a closer look, but I did a lot today. Biscuit, you wanna say hi? What do you think of Mummy's makeup? What do you think of my base? She just wants to eat my foundation brushes. Here's a closer look at my skin. As you can see, I did get a lot shinier throughout the day because it is so hot here in Singapore. I'm like sweating and it's so humid, but most of the foundation is still intact. I just got shinier, which I'm not hating because I didn't apply highlighter on today, so it doesn't look like I'm super greasy. However, I didn't touch up my makeup at all. I didn't apply any extra powder, no nothing. And my foundation hasn't separated, it hasn't really caked or anything. I mean, at the end of the day, I usually get a little bit more lines down here, but that's really normal for under my eyes. The redness under my nostrils are peeking through, but I'm pretty sure that's because I wiped my mouth after I ate. Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about this foundation. I think if you're super oily, you might not like this foundation. I think it's better for, normal to combination skin types. Also, I would highly recommend you putting just the hydrating primer on the areas that are normal as opposed to the areas that are oily. For those areas, you'll need more of like a mattifying primer, which was what I did today. I definitely think that helped. My nose is a little bit shiny, but had I put the hydrating primer all over, I think I would look extra greasy around the center. Hey. Get out. Don't touch. Just stop trying to steal my makeup, Biscuit. No, just trying to get into my makeup. You can just hang here whilst I rate this product. You're tickling me. So would I say the hydrating formula is better than the soft matte? Look, it really depends on your skin type and where you live. Like if you live in Singapore and you have like super oily skin, the soft matte foundation is going to make sense for your skin type. However, if you're drier and you want something a little bit more hydrating but not overly dewy, then this foundation is also really good. I feel like they're very, very similar in the fact that they're both long wearing, they're medium to full coverage, and obviously the color match is exactly the same. I would rate the foundation an 8 out of 10. I definitely see myself using it again, but I feel like I would like to mix it with the soft matte and see how I go with it, because I did see a video with Priscilla Ono, Rihanna's makeup artist. She said that Rihanna uses both of these. So next time I want to try the combination of these two. For the brow pencil, I would rate it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good brow pencil, though it's nothing too special. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. I think I prefer like the good old spoolie, but they do have a more extensive color range. I guess that is it from me, guys. I cannot wait to remove my makeup and go to bed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Tina Tries It. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall speak to you guys next time.